All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Dominopolis, and today's video is going to be the Morgan Le Fay Apocalyptic Nodes. This is one of the last things that we need to do before we get Apocalypse. This is the G17 Blue ISO 5 part for Morgan Le Fay. So let's just get right into it. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you like my stuff. Let me pull up the video, and we'll talk as long as we go. If you've been following my stuff so far, you'll know I'm trying to use as many raid characters and arena characters as I can to get through all of this content. We're using 3 yellow horsemen. We're trying to get through this with minimal amount of resources used, no Scourge teams needed, all that good stuff. So what I'm bringing in for this, now I got Morgan Le Fay. You see my 3 yellow Morgan Le Fay. Agatha's a monster. She's on Doza and Moon Knight are both on the new raid team. If you have, if you have Blade, if you have Oath, if you have Man Thing, go right ahead. Like that's the whole idea, is to use your raid teams and those characters. Mine, they're just not there yet. And these are the ones that I used on previous nodes. So we're going to stun the Phyla. We don't want Phyla doing anything. We don't want her cleansing anything, and we also don't want Dazzler doing anything. She has a dodge over there, so I'm scared. I probably should have went after her so that this next attack would hit her, but I didn't, because now she's going to dodge this. So you could watch me suck at the game. But that's fine. Agatha is going to carry through this. And you can see Weaver with that stun puts up charges. And that's kind of why I bring in Weaver for all of these sections, because you can see everything's missing. Now the charges are gone. Now you're going to start taking hits. Your Weaver and your Doom are a little bit squishy. Again, if you got Dormammu too, it's another good option. And Blue ISO 5 is not as difficult as it used to be to get. So we got one more charge back up, and we should be focusing on that Dazzler. Let's see what this Agatha ult can do. It actually hit the Cloak. Cloak normally dodges everything all of the time, and so do the spiders, which is obnoxious. So you get some bad RNG, maybe you got to reset, but that's fine. And you don't have to worry about saving any cooldowns. Nothing's persistent through the nodes, so you're going to get a fresh set, the normal setup. I'm going to use the Doom ult here. Probably could have saved it, but it's the first node. It's one of the easier ones. And we're just going to go on through. Hopefully that could strip that. It did. Lucky me. We get hit everybody, yeah. And you can see Agatha's just a monster. Agatha's out of the reworks. She's the one to absolutely build up. Eventually, you wind up taking Moon Knight out of the team when you get Mephisto, but it's going to be a while, so it's okay. You bring up. I have him G18 on my other account, which is just fine. I do have Mephisto, and I'm probably a week away from Odin, but. That's okay. We want to stun this Moon Knight, and again, control the Phyla. Again, I don't want either one of those doing it. This Moon Knight isn't a reworked Moon Knight. If the content came out before the characters got reworked, it still has their old stat bases and that kind of stuff. So try to get that Phyla. She is the last real issue, and the Coal Obsidian is already controlled. I did the rewind here. You can see the speed up goes to Agatha. It works with Agatha and Darkhold members, and also APOC horsemen and stuff like that. So we get the stun over there on Agatha. On Phyla. Phyla's pretty much neutered, and then we're going to go after this Moon Knight, get it done. And there's not too much more of a threat here on this node, especially with a dagger there with no cloak. If dagger and cloak are together, it's going to be an issue. Hopefully this ult takes care of the rest of it, or most of it, and hopefully it's not a dodge party from. Nope. Good. So, and again, if you guys have been following along with my videos, we're going to take 3 yellow horsemen all the way through to get a big boy apocalypse. We're going to get a 7-star apocalypse using 3-star horsemen, and it's not really even, it's not something you need to do. It's just showing that you don't need to build anything for this stuff. Just use your raid characters, use your arena characters, use the core of your roster. We have to do MSF originals. So right into the next node. We're going to try to stun Squirrel Girl, see if it lands. It does not. It's okay. You'll still survive. You got your dodges, your 3 charges up, so you can see the retaliates are missing. So we're good. Would have been nice to get that stun on Squirrel Girl, because now she's going to cleanse. Which, again, if you're struggling a little bit, maybe you restart until you get that stun. And then, do I save the ult? I think I saved. No, I went in with the ult. Probably should have done the special there and saved that ult, but that's okay. That is okay. We're still getting through. All right, we're out of charges. Now, some of these characters are, I mean, you could see Moon Knight and Agatha are going to hold up just fine. They're reworked characters. They're reworked post-annihilators, so they're going to have massive stats. But like your Weaver and your Doom, squishy. They could get taken. They can get one shot, and they have. I had to restart a couple nodes a couple times, but all right, we're going to keep going after that Squirrel Girl, even though she has used her special already, so she's much less of a threat. Just want her gone. I want her gone. And then you want the Phoenix gone. Kate Bishop can cause problems too, because those retaliates can cause blind on you. So you got to focus that too. But we got the Doom ride. Let's see who we take for the ride. It's probably going to be Moon Knight, because Moon Knight had the offense up. It normally takes the character with the highest attack, but if you're in the node and see Moon Knight's got offense up and Agatha didn't, that's going to change their attack, and that's how Doom is going to recognize it. So we're almost through the Kate Bishop. Let's get through her, and then that X-23. I think it actually shows it in this node. So now that I got the Phoenix dead, Magic does have an ability. Oh, we're getting close. We're getting close. We got to 3-star this stuff. Magic does have something where she'll, if there is no Phoenix on the board, she will summon one, which I completely forgot about, and I think she actually does on this node. I don't know if it actually happens this time. But we're going to keep rewinding. And part of what I'm doing here, too, because you're not doing, like, crazy damage on these characters, I don't want new waves to drop until I have everyone beat up pretty good. I don't want a brand new wave coming in, and then, you know, everybody's all full health. So if I can get them all down to a lower health level, new wave drops in, it's going to make it easier. Much easier, especially if the new characters that drop in can cleanse stuff, and then you wind up in trouble. Oh, there it is. You can see that Phoenix popped up because I let Magic go for too long. So that could be an issue for you too. But don't sweat it too much. You could see her go, and she doesn't get the revive because she's a summoned one from Magic. I'll keep plowing away. Special, and wipe the wave. There you go. And like I said, even Moon Knight is the character that you do drop out of the team once you get Mephisto and Odin. But you could he's still doing some good damage. So as a new player, any of the post-annihilator characters are going to have some really good stats. So it's worth it to build them up to some level. You know, you build them up as far as you need to, but also your raid characters. And in general, so even if you're watching this video and I don't know, this Mystic team is still new, but 9 months from now, whenever it is from now, when they're getting replaced, and there's a new Mystic raid team, use them. That's the whole idea. Use your raid characters, use your arena characters. So you can see we're not plowing through with a ton of damage here. These nodes are taking a little bit longer. And let's see, Weaver does have perm kill too. So I was hoping that Weaver's striker attack would kill Adam Warlock because he wouldn't get revived. If I did, I think I'm actually going to try to pull that off too. And just wait for Weaver to go again. So I could just get him perm killed. Not that it matters, not that we're doing like an efficiency race or whatever. But in general, it's a decent strategy. Oh, you're going to keep reviving. That's fun. You're fun. All right, there it is. You can see, yep. Does it get it? Yep, there you go. And you can see no revive happen because Weaver has perm kill. So, which is great. It really is. And that's pretty much it. I probably should have hit auto at this point because we're pretty much done. I think, oh, no. See, that's probably why I didn't, because you get nervous. Stuff like that's going to happen. Again, if you got to restart these nodes, it's okay. You get as many attempts as you want. It's totally fine. I do like using, and again, you got Deathpool too. It's another one of the MSF originals you can use. You can put Deathpool in here too. That's totally okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But this is the setup I like. I like the extra RNG that Weaver can bring and that Doom can bring. I especially recommend Weaver. Weaver still is used endgame. She pops up everywhere and she's annoying. So next node, we're going to try to get this taunt off. So we're going to use the ultimate. Let's get that taunt off. Okay, good. And now we can target whoever you want. I stun the long shot. Long shot has his passive ability. If someone hits a crit, him and anyone from the Dad Bros, so him and Shatterstar will get speed bar every single time there's a crit. But if he's stunned, that's not going to happen. So he was my priority that I took. I'm not terribly worried about Ghost Rider Retaliates, especially when you have charges up. They miss and they don't drop charges. So even though I did wind up going over there, it was just too tempting. You'd see it missed, but Weaver didn't lose a charge. Weaver lose a charge from the next attack. Oh, almost got my Doom. Almost got him. You can see how much squishier they are. Probably not going to rewind because they don't have speed bar. And my Agatha is nice and ready. Let's get him stunned up again. Slow him down. I had to use this early because he was about to die. And we do need to 3-star this stuff. So let's see how far we get with the boom. With the Doom boom. Nope, still not through. Do I ult? Yeah, why not? There's only 10 characters left. And you can see Agatha's just a monster, though. Easy enough to farm. She is in the Crucible store, but if you've been playing recently, with the release of the Night Stalkers, they gave you a ton of her shards. And same thing with Moon Knight. They didn't even really need it to be farmed. They just got, naturally, because all the orbs for the new character shards wound up just dropping the old character shards. And we got plenty of those. So, is it rewind time? Am I getting scared? Nope. Nope. And there you go. That should plow through this, hopefully, through all that barrier. Everybody's gone. All right. So, Hela and Rescue. Those are your two threats here. I put the Disrupt on Hela because I don't want her getting death proofs or going into stealth, and then you can't hit her. But Rescue can be a problem, too. Ebony Maw used to be a big issue. I probably should have used that attack over here to try to strip off some of his buffs. But we're going to get it done with the Morgan Le Fay. I think it peels everything off. Yep. All right. And then they're back to nothing. And then we could spread from here. Probably should have done that over on the Hela so I can get Ebony Maw, but again, we're fine. You can see all my mistakes. All of my mistakes. We could ult here. We'll see how much that does. Not great. Honestly. It wasn't great. You can see once we get to the mutant nodes for Archangel and Rogue, how well Extreme does. And how well your raid team's done to do. That's the whole idea. You can see how well Agatha does. Agatha is just absolutely fantastic. I want to put diamonds on her, but I don't want to be doing a lot of this content with characters with diamonds on them. There's a lot of characters that I want to upgrade, and I'm trying to keep them low to try to show us how to get through. Even though this is older content, that's the whole idea. It's more, it's less about bringing in what's the best to beat these nodes, and same thing with Dark Dimension. It's less about bringing in what's best or most efficient to beat these nodes. It's what you want on your roster, and using the least amount of resources. So that's what we're going to try to do. So this node's basically done. Again, we haven't had too many issues yet. And, 3-star Morgan holding up fine. I think maybe I had to restart one or two of these nodes. Got unlucky a couple times, but that's fine. That is A-okay. All right, next node. I think this is one of the ones I had to reset. I'm not sure. All right, so we got the taunt off, and then we're going to stun Lady Deathstrike. I don't want her doing anything. Even though if you have charges up, her stuff will miss. And then the Madeline Pryor gets an ability block. And then we have to make sure, because the Strifes, especially at 3 yellow, and even some of your other characters, those Strifes can wind up one-shotting you. I think that's where I had to restart. I got one shot by a Strife. All right, still got one charge left. Here goes the last charge. That would have been a stun. And we're out of charges. Am I going to rewind here? No, I wasn't too worried about their speed. All right, now we're going to get her stunned. Very good. Very good. Love you, Agatha. Let's get a charge back up. You get one charge, and this is with the T4s, but you get one charge on the special and 3 on the ultimate, and then in Crucible you get more. So that's a Crucible ability. I think you get like 5 on the ultimate. I think 3 on the special, and that's why she's still used, because she can create some RNG. I think I probably want to save that. Yeah, there's still 16 characters left, so I didn't want to use it yet. Probably do the rewind here because they all have a lot of speed. And it's even better when they have slows, because you know you're going to get multiple turns off by the time they go again. You see the characters without slow, got a bunch of speed bar already. Going after Mystique here because she can make you target yourself. So if you get unlucky, she could target one of your weaker characters, and one of your stronger characters winds up hitting them, and then you're dead. So I got lucky with that. Because if they had Agatha targeting my Doom, he might be dead. Is it time for the ride yet? Nope. I don't think it's time for the ride yet. All right, let's get her gone. I am ignoring the Strifes and Silver Samurais a little bit too much. We're going to get a spread from here. Nice and juicy, and a little bit of rewind there. I am ignoring the Taunters and the Agathas, or the Strifes a little bit too much. There we go. There we go. That's how we target one. I do need to put a Disrupt on him, but let's see what the Moon Knight ult does this time. That's with offense up. Still not great. You can see why he's the one that gets removed from the team. I think his special is actually even better. All right, getting through. Jubilee can be a pain too, but you can see she's a bit ability blocked. If she gets rolling, it does create a little bit of an issue. But again, here you can see I'm kind of just spreading out damage. I want to make sure everyone's nice and low before the next wave drops, and we're getting to the point where it's okay to use this. It's more of that's a fail safe, you know. When you get in trouble, you could use Doom as a lifesaver, and same thing with Dormammu. If you want to bring in Dormammu in here, I know he's got to be a little bit bigger to get him, but I was able to get Dormammu with these 3 yellow horsemen, so it's okay. It's not that hard to do. Once you get up to the higher dark dimensions, it gets a little bit more difficult, but that's fine. Good thing Zemo, I would have liked to peel those buffs off and get him rewound, but I'll just steal them with Morgan Le Fay. And now they're hers. And then get him stunned, because I don't want him doing anything. He can remove buffs. He can provide ability block. Beast is a little bit of an issue there too. I'm not sure if I focus him here or not. I'm trying not to hit the bishop. Every time you hit the bishop, he gets sped up and he retaliates. So trying to stay away from that. Yeah, stun the beast. Yeah, why not stun the beast? That used to be a great team. That was a great raid team. Look at that. There's a good looking ult from him. There we go, buddy. Good job. You're still on the team for a while. I mean, he's obviously on the team when you're using him elsewhere, but in the raids, he's the first one off. I'm sure, well, I know Oath would do very well in here, and so would, I'm sure Blade would do good too, Man Thing. It'd be okay. Getting close on my Morgan. I think we're going to want to spread. Yep. Get a little spread, everybody's all blinded up. And now we just need some damage. That's it. Let's get the damage. The node's under control. Control's the most important thing. No, damage is great. I mean, the best debuff in this game is dead. But control is very, very important. So we only got one charge up, which is good because we don't have to worry about Iceman attacking us every single time we take a turn. But the charge is gone. So it's not there anymore. Even though he missed, because he's blinded. Look at that. He is blinded, so we don't have to worry about that too. Want that beast dead. Come on, beast. Get out. There he is. All right, hopefully special cleans up. At least that section over there. No revive from Wolverine, that's good. I'm going to go after the Iceman. I don't want him to get cooking. He was about to take a turn, so we got him. And then we probably could just auto from here. I didn't, probably because of the last node, made me nervous that they almost got my Doom when I said auto time. Almost there. Spread from him. Spread dead. Ultimate. Get them done. And you see the 3 yellow horsemen are doing fine. Exceptionally doing fine. The one if you are following along with what I'm doing and you are going to try to do it with the 3 horsemen, the Red Hulk one is the more of the challenge than anything. Morgan Le Fay does fine. She can get one shot on this level. She can, but the Weaver helps protect it. Next node. Who are we going to stun? All right, so on this node, Weaver and Rogue have the same amount of speed, so sometimes Rogue goes first, and sometimes your Weaver goes first. If Rogue goes first, you're in trouble. Just restart the node. I think I had to restart this 2 or 3 times to make sure the Weaver went first and applied the stun over there, and that was it. End of story. I tried getting through even after Rogue opened up and went first, and it's not pretty. It's not. I wasted more time trying to get through than I did just sitting here resetting a couple times and just getting it done. So I'm going to use this special. Be smart. Use the special. Get the Gambit out. I don't want Retaliates doing anything. And I also don't want to get stuck behind a Wong taunt. I got lucky that it bounced over that way and took over that. So I got a little bit lucky. But again, after a couple resets, we just got to get in front of that Rogue. Now, because I see a Xerxes, I'm assuming that an Icarus is going to drop. It's not always the case, but I really should be focusing more on the Xerxes. But I just kind of want that Rogue dead. She doesn't have an ability block right now. Give her a stun or give Xerxes the stun? Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll take that. Even though she is going to clear it. Because she doesn't have trauma on her once she gets low enough. But it's okay. Yeah? Are we scared? Nope. I saved it. Look at that. Knew me would have used it. All right, let's get everyone rewound because they had a whole bunch of speed bar. Took out a nice chunk of that wave. Let's get rid of that Rogue. I don't want Xerxes clearing anything yet. No, we're going to go after that Morlock. Okay, we're trying to get everybody low before anything else drops. We are pushing it, though. So let's get this done. I'm going to keep going after the Warlock, or now we're going to after the Rogue. No, now we're going to go this way. All right, well, she's stunned. So because she's stunned, she didn't proc her heal, which is interesting. Still going to save it. Still probably would have used it again. But that's okay. Like I said, this node is about just the opening. Get through that opening. All right, get her dead. Don't play games. Oh, she does have trauma, that's why. Did not see the trauma over there. It was hiding behind 15 characters again. All right, Colleen Wing. Get Colleen dead. And you can see no Icarus dropped, and the Dazzler too. You can get stuck behind these taunts here, but you should have some abilities. Like if you got lucky and your Doom bots went first, you could have put Disrupted up. And there you go. And now we got our fail-safe Doom over there, and this should pretty much take care of it. Dazzler can cause some problems too. She could rewind you. She can clear stuff. But I want Colleen dead. I don't want any bleeds. I don't want anything. She should bleed out there, and this should bounce around and take out most things. Yep, pretty much there. Are you going to ult? Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? Oh, we let him take a turn. I'll take turns. There we go. Dunsky. Next node. Next node. Again, the whole point of this journey, again, if you guys are following along, the whole point is to use your raid teams, use your arena teams, and try to save as many resources as humanly possible. Okay, so that was the last node, because I skipped out all the loading screens. So there you go. There's a check mark. There's another check mark, and we're done. Love you guys. I'm out.